A terminal patient once made me a request that went against every hospital rule. I had two choices: follow the protocol or follow my heart. What I chose changed the way I see medicine forever. Mr. Francisco was 76 years old and had terminal cancer. He had been in palliative care for 3 weeks. His family had already said goodbye. Doctors had given him, at most, 72 hours to live. I was the nurse on the night shift. One of those nights, around 3 in the morning, I found Mr. Francisco awake, staring out the window. He couldn't sleep. When I asked if he was in pain, he said, "It's not pain in the body, son. It's pain in the soul." Mr. Francisco told me he had been married for 52 years. His wife, Mrs. Maria, suffered from advanced Alzheimer's and lived in a nursing home. She hadn't recognized him for 2 years. And then he said to me, "My last wish is to see my Maria one more time. Just once, even if she doesn't know who I am." The problem was, the nursing home was 40 kilometers away. Mr. Francisco couldn't be transported, and the hospital didn't allow visits outside of visiting hours, especially not from external patients with dementia. It seemed impossible. But that night, I did something that could have cost me my job. I called the nursing home and explained the situation to the coordinator. She cried on the phone and agreed to help. Around 4:30 in the morning, an ambulance from the home brought Mrs. Maria. I bypassed the visitation system, placed her in a wheelchair and took her to Mr. Francisco's room. When Mrs. Maria entered, Mr. Francisco began to cry. He held her hand, cold and trembling. She looked at him, confused, not recognizing him. My heart broke at that moment. But then, Mr. Francisco began to sing an old song from 1971. "I love you, my love. I love you so much." And something incredible happened. Mrs. Maria, who hadn't spoken for months, began to hum, softly, out of tune. But she remembered, for 3 minutes, Alzheimer's lost, love, won. She didn't remember his name, but she remembered their song. They stayed together for about 40 minutes, he holding her hand, she humming, and I crying silently in the corner of the room. Mr. Francisco passed away the next afternoon, but he didn't die in anguish. He died in peace. His daughter thanked me, crying, "You gave my father what medicine couldn't, dignity in his farewell." That day, I learned that medicine isn't just about following protocols. It's about humanity. Sometimes breaking a rule to heal a heart is worth more than following 1,000 rules to heal a body. And the last thing Mr. Francisco told me before he went to sleep for the last time was, "She didn't remember me, but I saw in her eyes that her heart still knew. And that is enough for me." Share this story if you still believe in true love.